Hello guys and welcome to Wolf Nation. My name is Mo and today I'm going to watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 29. So last time guys on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah, so last episode, Gluttony, he was with Al and he was taking him to see Father because Al wanted a way to, rescue his brother and Ling. Edward and Ling, they were able to escape out of the portal inside of Gluttony along with Envy. And that's where they met Father. He looks identical to Hohenheim, but he's not Hohenheim, and he actually knows Hohenheim, so I'm not sure what's the relation and why they look exactly similar. Either a brother or Hohenheim is a homunculus created by Father in his own image. So it's definitely going to be interesting to find out, the relation between the two and what's going on there. They started, well, first off, Father, he healed both, Al, with his suit of armor, repairing it, and, Ed, his arm was broken along with a few ribs. But then, we had this fight. Well, it wasn't really a fight, but they tried to attack Father and they didn't land pretty much anything on him. He's extremely powerful, and he actually stopped Edward and Al from using alchemy, which is strange. I wonder how he accomplished that. But interesting enough, Scar, he was able to still deconstruct, and May, she was able to use alchemy. So I don't know if it's because it's in a different field, or does it have something to do with Al and Edward? And yeah, the major storyline from that episode is Ling. Father, he was actually gonna try to use the Philosopher's Stone on Ling, and Ling actually was, game for it. He wanted immortality. That's the whole reason he came to, Amstress. So he accepted the Philosopher's Stone, and it actually worked, but not in the way that he wanted, because Greed was reborn and he's in control of Ling's body, not the other way around. So it looked like for a couple seconds that Ling's still in there, so I'm hoping that there's a way that they can bring him out. But shit, it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen. So let's dive into it. Here we go. So Envy's taking him to the Fuhrer.
Hey,
his father said take us to Wrath, right? I wonder if that leads to the Fuhrer's office or something.
This looks like...
It does.
It's Central Command.
Damn.
We were right below it.
Hey, you
Hiding
guys
in
are
plain
blasted
sight.
with Bill.
So they've been there this whole time. I never would have guessed they were beneath the command center.
So maybe it's not just
Sometimes
the
the
Fuhrer.
best place to hide
Entire
is the
military might be
obvious.
involved. But hey, there is some good news in all of this.
Yeah.
You saw it? My body's still in there?
It is. I tried to reach out
Hell
for
yeah.
it, but it said that it couldn't go with me since I wasn't its soul.
My body. It still exists. Yes. Yes.
Yes! And now that we know it's there, we're one step closer to getting it back.
Don't move your hand out.
Al, what's that weird little cat doing in here?
Cat.
Well, you know that little girl?
Are you serious? She's inside your armor?
Oh shit, she's in there?
Stop yelling! And while you're at it, will you put on some
Gotta be
pants?
hot in
Hey,
there.
what's the holdup? Get a move on!
Yep.
Is Fuhrer King Bradley?
Take a seat.
I'll stand, thank you very much.
The guards left us alone. There's 3 of us and only 1 of him.
He's only got one sword with him.
So he's that confident he could take us all at once.
He has the ultimate eye, and he's hella fast.
Sure.
The only thing that you need to know is that you're important to us, and there's no need for you to dig any deeper. Accept the importance of your role and keep your heads down.
Sure.
You do that, and no harm will come to you.
Whatever
Well,
you
that's
say.
great for us. But what happens to all the people who
No
are
harm,
lucky
they
enough
plan
to
on
make certain
sacrificing them.
sacrifices?
There's nothing you
Maybe
need to
they're
know
not
that
gonna
I haven't
sacrifice
already
them.
told you. Is that clear, Fullmetal Alchemist?
Well, I'm not gonna let you use me to accomplish your sick goals. I resign my title as a state alchemist.
Sure, that's gonna do
The
much.
symbol of a dog, fittingly crusted with blood.
Your plans are gonna fail. I swear on my own grave that I'm gonna stop you. I'll warn the other state alchemists. I'll tell them.
What was that lovely young girl's name again?
Shit.
Ah, yes. It's Winry Rockbell. You're automail engineer, and you grew up with her in Risen
Of course he
Rule
had
as
a
well,
plan.
if I'm not mistaken. She's practically a family member, isn't she?
That
You
asshole.
stay away from her! Just leave her out of this!
Well, that's up to you. If you'd rather not take it, then I will simply have to cut her down.
I would go to Winry, hide her somewhere, and tell him to go F himself.
What do you have in mind, Colonel? You wouldn't do something so petty as to quit the military.
Good question. I'm on a short leash here. I still find that preferable to giving up. And I still have my ambitions. Your plans don't change that. So I'll hang on to this. And I'll retain my rank, too.
That's fine with me. We have nothing more to discuss.
I
Interesting.
would like to ask you one question, sir.
Would you now? Go ahead.
Are you the one who murdered General Hughes?
No, that was not me.
Then who did?
Colonel, I agreed to one question. Just one moment, Alphonse.
Whoa. He killed the little.
Is that all?
That's all.
Shit.
You're now dismissed.
I thought he killed May. Where is May?
That was too close!
Thank
Oh, hey,
God.
Colonel. Help us out. Have you got any change?
You want my money now?
Just give it. Jeez, is that all you got, really?
It's apparently more than you've got!
Sure, whatever. See ya.
Hey!
Sorry, Colonel. We'll explain everything later.
What the hell's with them?
Is everything all right? Have you noticed anything weird? Like any suspicious people following you?
Well, Ed,
What is it?
you're creeping me out.
What's creepy?
It's just... Well, it's actually pretty rare to get a call from you. And I've never heard you worry about me.
Yeah, they only call when they
Summer.
need repairs.
Maybe I won't worry.
Thank you, Ed. Really, thank you. It means a lot.
Sure. You're certain everything's okay, right?
He got serious
Yeah.
real
Okay,
quick.
bye. I think she's still safe for now.
You know, it's that kind of desperate worry they're gonna manipulate you with.
Ling!
Shit.
It's greed.
I was like,
still.
why does Link
What do you
voice
want?
sound different? Totally forgot
Your
about Greed.
pal asked me to bring this to you.
Ling did? What does it say? It's in some other language.
Yeah, it is.
So Link can
Just wants you to
communicate
deliver
with
it to some
Greed.
girl.
Lanfan? Is this some kind of trick? Because if you follow us and try to kill her...
I've got more class than that, all right? And as a rule of thumb, I don't fight women. And another rule of mine is to never tell a lie, but hey, it's your call.
It's totally different from the last Greed.
Hey, wait! Ling!
It's still greed, kid.
You're not the one known as Scar, are you? Tell me who you are first, and what are you doing down here? My God! This must be fate! I'm the alchemist responsible for the extermination of your people!
I didn't see that coming.
It's nothing serious. Just a mild concussion. She'll be fine after a few days of rest.
I'm so relieved.
Well, I'm sure as hell not. You seem to think this is a hospital. You filled my house with patients. Where am I supposed to sleep now? Tell me that.
I'm sorry.
Shit. She finds out.
He's not, but he's still alive. I've got a message from him.
What does it say?
Lanfan?
It says he found a Philosopher's Stone. The young lord has saved our clan. And now, we have to return to our country. We've got to get the news to our people. Where is he? Will you take me to him? What's wrong? Why are you being so quiet? Has something happened to the young lord? Please talk to me, Alphonse.
So what do you think of that body, Greed? Decent enough?
Ah, so you must be Wrath. Yeah, the body's great. Listen to this. It's royalty. The kid was a prince of Shing. The funny thing is, he let me take control. He thought I could make him emperor or something. What an ambitious little brat.
I spoke to him once about politics. His naive theories on leadership were amusing. He said a king's duty is to his people, as if the people actually mattered when ruling a country.
Yes, they do, asshole.
Just look where his allegiance to the people has gotten him now. Typical human.
Shut the hell up! Don't underestimate humans.
Ooh, ha ha ha.
I know. He's patient, just waiting for any chance he can get. I've got to stay on my toes.
Bradley is a homunculus? It can't be. How can we fight a war like this? It's wrong!
Major, you're disobeying an order. You're dismissed. Call Central for a replacement alchemist.
I like that he wasn't
I
just
collapsed in Ishval.
blindly
Couldn't
following.
bring myself to stay and fight. The military's methods were ghastly.
I like
I
him
could
so
see
much
the
more now.
malignance. But still, I chose to turn away and run when I should have fought to protest their actions. That decision, it's haunted me every day since then. It makes me sick that I abandoned my beliefs. And now that I face the military again, I have to fight. I couldn't live with myself if I ran away now.
Hell yeah.
The Führer seemed like he was downright eager to reveal his true nature as a homunculus to me. It appears he wants me to know there's someone even more powerful giving him orders. Seems they're
Yeah,
testing.
Edward and Al should have
I have to
told
admit, I'm
must
honored.
think about
You seem surprisingly
father.
calm.
I don't know.
I guess they eventually will.
It's just, well, it's similar to how I felt during the battle with Lust. I've been called a human weapon and a monster. Maybe I deserve it, but I can tell you this much. I never feel more human than when I'm fighting real monsters.
Prince. He's not gone. He's just trapped inside of this greed creature, right?
If there's a way to actually get him out
I need
of
your
it,
help. I want a new
or
arm.
get rid of
as
greed.
soon as possible.
Are you sure? You haven't healed yet.
I need an automail engineer now. Please help me.
It's time to call Winry.
Yeah, okay. Don't think you should be up yet. It's, Mei Chang, right?
May?
Oh shit. Are they opposite clans? Or fighting
going
clans? Or
You're a watchdog for the Yao clan.
I know you too. You're the Chang heiress.
Very good. I'm the 17th daughter, Princess Mei Chang.
I also know why
so
you're
she's
in
a
this
princess.
country. To obtain immortality.
Too bad you won't live to see me get it.
Look at the panda.
You won't even leave this room, princess.
Hey, just hold on a minute. I don't know what this is about, but you can't fight like this.
Quit trying to interfere with the affairs of our country!
My wounds aren't going to slow me down.
Is that so? Well, neither will mine.
What the hell do you two think you're doing? You're supposed to be resting in bed.
Quit trying to interfere with the affairs of
I don't care about the affairs of your country, dumbass! Jeez. It doesn't matter where you're from, you're both my patients. You're not planning on making an even larger mess around here, are you? Huh? Because if you do, you might release an unknown pathogen from the floorboards and kill everyone in the house.
It worked. I'm able to use my alchemy again.
Very nicely done up there. That takes care of all of our repairs for the day.
Yeah, you can always rely on a state alchemist. These other alchemists around here just can't compare. You should have seen those guys. We had a couple of local alchemists helping us with repairs this morning. All they really ended up doing was looking foolish, though.
They came strolling in here like they were the very best, and the next thing you know, their alchemy wouldn't work.
You said this morning. That was when we were underground.
Oh, so
Mr.
it
Alchemist.
affected everyone
Thanks again.
in Amstress, or
Thank you. The alchemy. Those guys were right, and we weren't the only ones who couldn't transmute this morning. If so, how come Scar and that little girl were able to use theirs? What does that mean?
yep. I want to know the answer to that too.
Could their alchemy be different from ours? That's the only thing that makes sense. I'm gonna have to make them teach it to me somehow. Maybe I can use it to get Al's body back. Take down that bearded bastard.
That would be the smart move to do.
Oh yeah, I've got to get this to the lieutenant.
So far, I really like all their outros. It's a different vibe, but digging it.
They forced me to follow through with their plans. I made a stone for them,
Whoa,
and I
what's
used the
going on
lives
here?
of countless Ishvalans to do it. And now, they're forcing
Baby
me to
gluttony.
cooperate on an experiment that's likely to result in another genocide. I beg you, please stop it. You have to kill me, please. Please take my life. My own death is the only form of revenge that I have. Your appearance here
What else can he do?
right now, you're like a god to me. Tell me everything about Ishval.
Did not like that.
I want to hear the entire story. What did you use my people for? You'll tell me all of it. Give me the truth before my right hand destroys you.
I wouldn't threaten him if he actually wants to be killed. So guys, that was Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 29. So Father, he just let Edward and Al go, but he's having the Fuhrer keep an eye on them. So Edward and Al found out that the Fuhrer is Wrath, and he basically told them that if you stay out of my way, then no harm's gonna come to you. But I'm like, aren't they going to be sacrificed eventually? So I guess that's harm. But maybe their plans changed. Who knows? He pretty much told the same thing to Roy Mustang. Edward, he wanted to quit, but he told him, the Fuhrer told him that if you do quit being a state alchemist, then something's gonna happen to Henry. So Ling, he's still in there, and I like that he's still trying to fight and take back control over his body. He did send a message to Lanfan telling her that, you know, he has the Philosopher's Stone, but he still needs to get control of his body so he can, you know, help his people. So there's hope there. And Greed. He's pretty different from the previous Greed. I wonder, well, I'm not sure how evil he is, but he does seem to have, you know, a set of rules that he follows at least, so that's good. Looks like Al's gonna get Winry to hook up Lanfan with some automail, and turns out May is actually a princess. I kind of figured that obviously she's from a different clan and she's trying to accomplish the same thing that you know, Ling is trying to, but it looks like they're opposing clans and that they actually don't get along. I like how the doctor, how he was, you know, laying down the rules, and I like how he's helping, even though he's complaining a little bit, he is helping them for free, so he does, you know, care. It was also interesting seeing Armstrong in the past, in the, you know, Civil War, and how he was opposed to the idea of killing Ishvalans, civilians, and he had to be sent back. So it does show that not all of them were just, you know, blindly following, you know, some of them actually, well, I won't say, or at least some of them spoke out. So we'll see what Armstrong and what Roy Mustang and Hawkeye are going to be able to do, because with the Fuhrer pretty much watching their every move, I don't know what can they do. So also, it turns out that when Father stopped Edward and Al from using their alchemy, it didn't just affect Edward and Al, it affected people in Amstress. I don't know how big the radius was, but it affected other people. So that's interesting. And like Edward was thinking, what if it's just affecting that specific alchemy? Because, you know, May, she was using alchemy, and I don't know if Scar is considered a different kind of alchemy since he's using, since he's deconstructing. So it's definitely gonna be interesting to learn more about Father and about if there's any way to stop him. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Like and subscribe. Till next time guys, take it easy.